This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
Welcome to the Barbados Today Evening Update for Friday, May 22nd. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Thanks for joining us. Another financial lifeline for cash-strapped regional airline LIAT. The shareholder governments, including Barbados, today agreed to pump an additional $5 million in short-term capital into the airline at a meeting this morning. Speaking to Barbados today following the 4-hour-long talks at the Hilton, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, revealed that the money would be provided while the airline's management sought further funding from the Caribbean Development Bank. While not disclosing that amount, Gonsalves said the money will be for working capital and the development needs of the island hopper.
We reconfirmed our decisions of February the 13th for restructuring in accordance with the plan laid out by the management, which was approved by the board of directors. We also got a report where there was a satisfactory progress in the implementation of the plan, the restructuring plan. We took some decisions that the CDB, that the management would work actively with the CDB to see if we can get a particular request go to the board of the CDB for the middle of July. And in the meantime, we will provide further short-term capital to shareholders in the aggregate of $5 million.
What the request was about for the CDB?
The request really to deal with some working capital and some developmental needs for LIAT.
In other news, officials from the Barbados Workers Union and the Barbados Light and Power Company were still meeting up to news time for critical talks. Chief Labour Officer Winston Burnett is chairing the meeting, taking place at Solidarity House, the union's headquarters. The discussions are being held in an effort to stave off industrial action over what the union says was the unilateral retrenchment of 73 workers. BW head Tony Moore is leading a delegation on behalf of the workers, while BL&P's Human Resource Manager Roger Baburam, along with several other high-ranking officials, are representing Barbados's lone power company. Strong indications today that the controversial $25 tipping fee remains in effect, at least for the time being. With the private haulers and movers anticipating a compromise on the fee, the Ministry of Environment and Drainage this evening in a release announced that the charge for haulers taking waste to the Sustainable Barbados Recycling Centre in Falkloos was implemented on May 4. The ministry further explained that payments could be made at the Sanitation Service Authority by purchasing a full book of tickets at any given time or a single ticket for dumping less than 1 ton of waste. Recently, private haulers staged 6 days of protest demanding that the fee be scrapped on the grounds that it was unfair. This year's Barbados Manufacturers Exhibition officially opens at the Lloyd's Erskine Sandiford Centre this evening, and already officials are looking on how to improve on next year's event. Speaking to Barbados Today this morning, BMEX Marketing Manager Antoine Williams said while thousands of locals are expected to attend, focus will be placed on getting more tourists interested in the exhibit.
We have to perhaps be more aggressive and do a separate program with us concerned so that the agencies that are connected, they play their part in bringing over the visitors to the island. The hotels, for example, that they see the necessity of allowing tourists to see what is happening, because the Sun-Sea-Sand component, that's out the window now. We have to broaden the scope. So whether it's the business traveler, we have to look at heritage tourism, business tourism as it were, and this is perhaps a good avenue because you don't know who comes to Barbados on holiday yet. but that individual might very well have an interest in manufacturing. So we have to get to that stage where the hotel, yes, we have to do that.
Well, this morning's BMX was all about students. Here's what some of them had to say about what they saw.
You can see how to make planes and other items.
And tell me some of the things that you saw.
I saw baby baskets, rocking chairs, and other local things. I learned you can make earrings with paper, and you can make it with wire as well. And I learned that plants are important. I was happy because it was fun, and
in news of sports, the director of the Barbados Rifle and Pistol Federation, Ronald Sargent, describes government's imposition of permit fees for equipment used in the sport of shooting as extortion. Sargent, who is also Barbados' pistol captain, said the sport had become caught in government's desperate attempt to raise money. He explained that shooting in Barbados was recognized by the National Sports Council and the Barbados Olympic Association, but yet another arm of the same government seemed to be targeting the sport as a revenue-earning source. He questioned why cricketers and footballers did not pay to export or import bats and balls, but his sport equipment is attracting what he says were unreasonable fees.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
BMX 2015. We strengthen links and partnerships, support local and by Bajan at BMX 2015. May 22nd to 25th, 10 till 10 daily at the Lloyd Erskine Sandy Food Center. So much fun for the family. We have entertainment nightly, food, furniture, fashion, decor, design and construction. There's even a kiddies junction, something for everyone. We strengthen links and partnerships, support local and by Bajan at BMX.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
On the regional scene, Guyana's opposition People's Progressive Party Civic continues to press for the resignation of GCOM's chairman and a review of the recent general election results.
Right now we're calling for what we think is a legitimate demand that we've had, that we have presented to the Elections Commission incontrovertible evidence that many of the statements of polls were false, and that's why we demanded a count of the polls. And the government that is being in place now does not, in our view, reflect the will of the Guyanese people.
Internationally, the Islamic State has claimed responsibility for today's deadly suicide bombing of a mosque in Saudi Arabia. The attack in the country's eastern province killed at least 10 people and injured dozens more. ISIS claimed the attack in a post on Twitter with an image of the bomber. The attack is the first to be claimed by the Saudi branch of ISIS, which was formally established last November. And on that note, we come to the end of this week's updates, but we'll be back again first thing Tuesday morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on iZoom Media, that's in bus terminals, or Screenplay, that's at a supermarket or gas station near you. We're also on Channel 101 on Lime TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Have a safe and wonderful weekend.
This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy.